Hello, thanks for joining me. Today I'll be making pot stickers. Let's get started. Okay, in this bowl I have some ground pork. I'm going to add about a pinch or so of salt. Some white pepper I have here. Uh-oh. Gonna add about a half of a teaspoon or so of this, the white pepper. I'm going to add sesame oil, teaspoon. A half a teaspoon of soy sauce. Fumbling as always. Teaspoon of soy sauce. I have some oyster sauce here. I'm going to add a teaspoon of that. Oyster sauce. Okay. I have 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to grate this in here. I'm going to grate, this is ginger, fresh ginger. I'm going to grate about a tablespoon. I'm just going to guesstimate that. That should be it. Let's get this out of here. I have 2 eggs here. Get them in. You can do it the safe way if you like and break them into a separate bowl just in case they're bad or you don't want to get shells in. Of course you don't. But that's the safer way if you prefer to do it like that. Let's mix this well. Okay, I have that mixed. I have 1 cup of scallions. And I have some hot oil. So be careful with this. Pour it in the oil. Get these in here. Gonna mix this quickly. You can already imagine how it smells. So good. You want your grease to be hot where it sizzles when you pour it in. Mix that well once again. I'm going to take this and cover it. Set it aside, not in the fridge, just set it aside on the counter somewhere. And we're going to let this sit for about 45 minutes to an hour. If you can do this the night before, the better. That lets all the flavors that I put in soak, marinate, into that ground pork. It's going to be delicious. While that's happening, let's make some dipping sauce. So here I have some green onions that I've cut, some scallions, whichever you choose to call them. Probably about 2 tablespoons or so. Let's get those in here. I'm going to use about, wait a minute, let's do it this way. I have a 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar. And I have a 1/4 of a cup of water. You're going to have to taste this anyway to see if it's to your liking. We're going to do about a 1/2 cup, let's see, of soy sauce. About a teaspoon of sesame oil. You have to be careful with this because it is very strong. That's quite enough. I have some minced onions. I like these. They have a lot of flavor. I don't know. I'm going to shake maybe. I'm just trying to give you some measurements is all. I'm going to do. That was about a tablespoon. That's going to work out fine. I have some brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar. Let's see. That's about a couple of tablespoons, and I'm going to use some garlic powder. Let's just shake some in there. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to mix. See, because this can marinate while your pork is marinating. Let's taste. I don't think it's lacking too much. You can't really taste those minced onions yet, nor can you taste the green onions yet. But as it sits, you'll be able to taste all of them. This is this is tasty right here. Okay, though, we're gonna cover this and set it aside. Oops, I forgot to put my toasted sesame seeds in here. This is about 2 teaspoons or so. And I have quite a bit. But I'm going to use the rest of this. All that I don't use with my pot stickers, I'm going to use to marinate some fish. Maybe some salmon. Yum, yum, yum. Okie doke. Okay, so we're not making dough for our pot stickers. We're going to use egg roll wrappers. I'm just going to take a couple at a time. And I have my cookie cutter. And I think I can only get one out of here. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can get 2. But what you have left over you can use for chips. I think I showed you that before. Just take the pieces and drop them in some hot oil and they'll crisp up. Take them out and add some salt. And you'll have some delicious chips. You can add whatever you want to season them, but they're really good when you do it like that. I was talking it, but that's fine. That saved you some time, huh? Gonna do a couple more. I always put these rubber bands on my arms. I can hear my mother saying, take those rubber bands off your arm. So I'm going to do that. There we have it. And I'm going to do this while our sauce is marinating and while our pork is marinating. And you can make as many as you want. You can put them in the freezer. Okay, have them ready. Just take them out and brown them up in some oil. Take you some dipping sauce. You can buy you some if you don't have any left. Or make you some more. Hey, and enjoy. It's always good to have something in the freezer you can just take out and satisfy your family. That one didn't cut too nice. Let's try that one again. There you go. Just didn't put enough pressure is all. Boop. Alrighty. While these are sitting, you want to take a damp cloth or a paper towel or whatever and cover them because they will dry out rather quickly. Okay, it's been about an hour. I have some dried chives here, and I'm going to add some sesame oil. Just going to add, it's probably about a tablespoon. We're going to stir just until the chives are moistened. What's a tongue twister? And that's about it. Going to add this into our meat mixture. Yeah. Stir that around. And that's more flavor. Smells fabulous. Okay. Set that aside. I have 1 egg with some water. Let me see. This is a teaspoon. A teaspoon. Let's see. Fork here. So I'll put a few down. Oops. Come back here. Where you going? Make sure they seal. Make sure you put enough. Not too much, but enough. In the center. Just a little bit, not even quite that whole teaspoonful. Trust me, that's all you need for each one of them. And if you don't want to go through the motions making the sauce, you can use just plain old soy sauce. That's delicious too. Just to dip, you know. Just for your dipping. I'm going to make a little bit of white rice on the side with this. I have my water boiling. So we're going to steam these first. Just want to make sure they're sealed. You don't want them to come out. don't want your stuffing or your filling to come out while they are cooking. I love these because they are packed with flavor. If you try them, you're going to love them. Just going to do a couple more and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Just a couple more for now, just for showing. And it gives these time to adhere. I have quite a bit with that little bit of pork. I'm going to have to use all of it and put them in the freezer and just we'll eat them, you know, at our own discretion. You see, I did it with the pork, without the pork, whatever suits you. That's how you do it. What works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. Seal that right there. Okay. That was pretty ugly. We just want it to taste well. Tastes good. Okay, here I have some boiling water and I have a steaming rack inside. We're just going to put our pot stickers inside. We're going to cook these for about 12 or 13 minutes. We want to make sure that the meat is cooked. This is pork. We don't want any raw pork. Set your timer to make sure that you're cooking them long enough. And also, you can use any type of meat that you like. Any type of ground meat. And it'll still be just as delicious. I set that for 12 minutes. Okay, we're going to remove these. Be careful because they're tender. Tender. Ow. I was nearly out of water in there. Come on, come on. Come on. I did let the water dry out. You have to be careful not to do what I just did. Okay, I want you to see what they look like. Look. I can't wait to heat one. And in this pan, I'm going to add some oil. I already started to. I'm going to let this heat up. I'm gonna toast these up, see? Brown them up. Brown them up. Mm-hmm. Nice. Those are about there. Well, they are there actually. I'm going to take these off. Mm-hmm. Smells so good too. Let's just see what they're looking like. Let's see what they're tasting like. Mm-hmm. I'll let them cool for a minute. Open them up. Ow. Still a little hot. Yeah, alright. So much flavor. I'm going to dip that in there. Mm-hmm. Tasty. Mm-hmm. That's really good. Don't go out and buy them. Just go ahead and make them. Like I said, you can make a bunch of them. Put them in the freezer, and when you're ready for some, just pull them out. Well, thanks for watching. And remember to pray. And then pray some more. Pray for her, pray for him, pray for you. Pray for them, pray for us. Don't stop praying. Pray. Yum. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap that bell if you haven't. And if you have, thank you so much. Share with friends and family and comment. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, stay safe and stay blessed. I love you. I really do. Later. Mm-hmm. Well, I like them a little crunchy like that. Yes.